to work on things these days. Can hold something like that. I'm trying to do the hand he's doing with my hand. Ow. Hi! Hello! Welcome! This looks nasty. Mila. I'm thinking. Mila. Wait, what's your... Wait, Mila. Wait. I'm thinking. Wait, I feel awful. Wait, I'm thinking. Wait. Oh! Why's your username different? Yeah. I was saying, because I've never thought of you by your name. I've always just thought of you by your username. I was like, that sounds familiar. Twitch is confusing. I feel like shit. I was like, no, surely I must know you. Whoops, my bad. But hi, thank you. I grew it myself. I actually noticed something. I figured this out in YouTube Studio. Hold on. If I move myself, whoops. If I move myself, the mustache like follows it. Wait, it doesn't. Wait. Did I lie? Why doesn't it do it anymore? Earlier when I was moving it, it was following me. Never mind. I guess I'm a liar. I guess I lied. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's disappointing. It was like following me around. Maybe YouTube Studio is broken. Have you never used Twitch before at all? I think it is, but it's working differently than usual. I can't take it off though. I can find the button, or I can move it. Make it really big. Oh god. Wait. It's crooked. Why is it crooked? Huh? Why is it crooked? Wait, what? I mean, it's so long this first time actually watching something. Ah, that's why you have a stranger name. A stranger who I don't know. Oh, my arms. I was the same way when I first started using Twitch. I think the account it logged me into was one I'd made when I was like 10 years old or something like that. I don't think you can make a Twitch when you're 10. I haven't. I used it to watch, what was it? Pokemon Nuzlocke runs, nothing else. I didn't even watch it several times. I watched one stream. Nowadays, just me and German against the world. It was what's his name? It was like something like Mudkip. It had like a Mudkip. I do go live on Twitch a lot, or at least these days. Some days I disappear, but yeah, it does auto emojis if you, if you put faces in there. It sucks. I don't know how to get rid of it. Hi, welcome! My friend's been typing in the Discord for like 5 minutes. Ah, the roommates are there. Okay. Hi! Hello! Think it's just gonna be me on stream today. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, like 2 of my friends were like, "Yeah, I'll join," and then their roommates came home. But I think Jaden might join. They're eating breakfast, so I don't know. I don't want to rush their breakfast. They're 12, 1, 2 p.m. breakfast. Thank you. Do you like how it's crooked? I don't know how I did that and I don't know how to fix it. That one meme. It's like, when I'm happy, I say bitches love my mustache. When I'm sad, I say this time I'm really gonna do it. My friend quotes that at me all the time. Anytime he's having a good day, he'll just be like, oh, bitches love my mustache. Oh, for this redraw, I was actually not even gonna draw this one. I put this picture and then this one, this Misa one, and then I think another Misa one on my story, and I let people vote. And this one was the most popular, and I tried drawing it 3 times, and this angle pissed me off so bad that I just like completely forgot about it. I think it's been like 3 months since I did that poll, 2 months. I hate drawing faces. Oh, thank you for the follow, Anarchist Ghost. I was shopping with my dad the other day, and he kept showing me t-shirts because on the back the label just said anarchy. My dad also... My dad doesn't keep up with memes. He doesn't know what's happening ever. Yet somehow, on his own terms, without understanding anything, he was like gonna go shopping. And he walked up to, oh, thank you for a follow. He walked up to my bedroom, knocked on the door, and I was like, yeah, come in. And he opened it, looked at me, and he started playing outro music. Like, not the meme outro music, but he started playing music. Hi. He was like, this is my music. It hypes me up to go to Kroger. And I asked him to get me something, and he just stared at me and walked away. So I don't know what's wrong with him. I love watching streams. They're relaxing. I'm glad. My favorite kind of streams to watch are either like ones to draw with, like, I like background sound kind of streams, like long let's plays, or people working on stuff. So I try and make the same content that I would enjoy. Also, I don't talk very much. When my friends are here, I can't shut up. But when I'm on my own, I'm kind of a bit more quiet. So I hope that's chill. If not, I don't know. I'll start reading books or something. I don't know. I did draw my model. It's different than what my art usually looks like. But I made it like a year ago? A little less than a year? The cat. It's a... I guess he's a cat. It's a character from Deltarune. I did a Deltarune playthrough like also almost a year ago now. And so I got a couple sprites. Wait, where's my Toby Fox? Where is he? Yeah. I also rigged it, yeah. All on my own. It's nice that I have the mustache because it covers up how broken the mouth rig is. Yeah, he lives up there. Oh, thank you for follow. I have this other model in the works. It'll probably be like a couple more months till I actually get around to doing it. But yeah, I might get rid of the cow ears, unfortunately. I think rigging a model is a difficult process. I think it's difficult to learn how the program works for rigging, like Live 2D. It is very confusing and it is also really mean. It'll corrupt and crash and all that stuff. It's kind of like working like an Adobe software, you know. It's very finicky. But once you figure out like what everything means, it's just overwhelming at first, right? Like there's a dozen buttons, there's like a million buttons, and they all do different things. They all do different things, and it's hard to figure out, like, you know, I still don't know what half the shit like does. There's a lot of random numbers and stuff like that. But once you get kind of the basics, then it's a little relaxing almost, because I'll just like click a button here, type a number here, and then drag something over, and click a button, drag something over. It takes a lot of time. And rigging is definitely one of those things that like, it's more that the more complicated you want your model to be, the more complicated the rigging will be, right? So there's a way you can do rigs that are super simple and like relatively easy to learn. But if you want to add, you know, new outfits or emotions or toggles or animations, blah, 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 then it'll take a lot more learning. I think it's a bit tough these days because when I, you know, first got into VTubing, it was like not even that long ago, right? It's like a year, but models were a lot simpler. People got really, really good at rigging very, very quickly. Like people have been learning at an accelerating rate for past few months. So the kind of rigs that you'll see on Twitter and stuff like that are super detailed and like they look like they're 3D and they used 1,000 layers for it. So it's daunting. I remember the is it Vebe? The streamer, her model was like 1,500 layers, I think. It was scary. I think this one here is pretty basic. It's pretty basic rig, and it was like 100 layers, I think. That's kind of the average. Yeah! Vebe, like Bao, a few others that I'm forgetting. Like a lot of VShoujo rigs are so crazy. Yeah, the basic is 100 because every single thing that moves has to be a different layer. So like, how do I explain it? So like with my eyes, cause it's weird too, cause with the eyes, you would think you're just like, you know, covering the eye with the skin, but what you're actually doing is just like shrinking it down till you can't see it. So it's like this, and so the eyes are hidden. So the top lashes have to be a different layer, the bottom lashes have to be a different layer. A lot of models, their eyes like move around. Mine don't. Like they track your real life eyes where they look on the screen. So it's like, it's a lot. You know, the bangs are all different layer, hairs are all different layer. It's tough. It's annoying to draw. It's like the worst part is drawing it, I think. Chilling here in the stream before I turn doing chores with my mom. 9 p.m. Whoa. That's like 7 hours ahead of me. Oh my gosh. My pen died. Taz isn't here to make fun of me, it's okay. I never charge my pen. I also think my pen's getting more broken. My dad sat on it like a summer ago. So it's like cracked in half. But it still works, I'm not too worried about it yet. And they're too expensive to buy. Oh, I also wanted to join this Draw This in Your Style. It's really cute. I don't know if I'll have time for it. I save. I've joined maybe 2 Draw This in Your Styles in all of my time ever, and I have probably 100 saved. I feel bad. I'll start them, but I won't finish them. Like Miwa's Draw This in Your Style, I started that like months ago. I got too busy. I think I lost the file. But so I don't name anything correctly. I consider if I can get one good drawing done on a file, I'll consider that a good luck file. So I'll just keep making new layers and drawing new things on there. Cause I'm like, oh, this is a lucky canvas. I can draw things on it. But then you'll have things like this where like this is named, you know, Death Note, like Death Note file. But I might draw 10 OCs on it and then I won't ever find them again. Hi! Hello! Oh my god, hello. I hate drawing food. Why did I pick this one? I just like the pose, but I hate... Also, how did this get here? I hate drawing food. I don't know how to do it. I think, like, doing line art for it's fine, but I don't know how to color food. Not my strong suit. I do wish I was... There's an artist, wait, let me find them. On Twitter. Oh god, what's her name? But they make really cute food drawings. Here they are. They mostly do like, I think like a lot of assets for VTubers. They can look like they're eating food, stuff like that. Oh, their media tab is all just memes. Oh god. Oh, thank you! How long have I been drawing? Technically like... It's a cheesy answer, but like my whole life. I think, you know, when I was in like, you know, 4th grade, so I was like 8 years old, I was drawing Warriors Cats comics with my friends. But oh, also, here is the food artist. I'll send in chat if you guys want to look. But I really got into it in middle school, end of elementary school. So when I was like 11 or 12, I started to do like actual studies and like wanting to develop an art style and wanting to post stuff. So I'm gonna be 17 soon, so it's like 5 years? 6 years? Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Inka. It's the first time I come to one of your streams because the time difference for where I live to where you live is so big. Yeah, that's why I've been doing some earlier ones because, I mean, even when I stream, it's kind of late for me. Like, I'll wrap up streaming around midnight, and I get a lot of texts from people or DMs that are like, I love your streams, I love your art. I've never been able to show up to one because you stream at 4 a.m. and I have to go to school in the morning. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That was my bad. I think because and this is on me because I kind of forget there's other time zones, and so I'll be like, oh well, if I stream at 6, then people will be getting out of school like my time, but then yeah, exactly, like in Europe it's midnight then. I'm trying to be better about it. One day I'll make a real schedule. I might be lying, but maybe. I have like designated days for earlier streams. Kind of busy trying to get Ganyu. I haven't played Genshin in so long, but I love Ganyu. I think she's very, very fun and very silly. I think I also got her on accident, so I'll give you my luck somehow. 9 p.m. Well, I'll try to stream earlier. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! 9 p.m. for everyone. I want to play Undertale music again. I didn't get copyright strike last time. Well, I didn't check actually, but I think it was fine. I'm gonna play this one song. I forget what the song is called though. This one? that guy. But thank you for the follow. Insert impressive name. He probably is. Because I That's really smart reasoning, actually. You could choose a new language for you to learn? Me? Or just anyone? I personally... I wish I was, I mean, my Spanish is, like, humiliatingly bad. So I want to pick back up Spanish and learn it. And I don't think Thai is a new language for me because I am Thai, but my Thai is not very good at all. I wasn't taught much when I was a kid. I know enough to converse with Thai Americans, but if I went to Thailand, I would die. I don't know. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, Japanese. My brother is like way fucking better at me than Japanese, and it's embarrassing. And ASL, American Sign Language. I know the alphabet just kind of for like emergency purposes, but I think being actually fluent in speaking would be better. Japanese is fun to learn because you spend all this time learning hiragana and katakana, and then you get to kanji and they're like, okay, forget everything you learned. Forget the last 2 lessons that we did. I'm not sure. I think Japanese is like, from my experience with it, it's easy to pick up like speaking it more than it is writing and reading. I've heard Chinese classes are really hard to take in school. A lot of my friends are Chinese and they'll like flunk the classes. I heard that the Korean alphabet is really, really easy to learn though. It's very simple. Where I lived, there are a lot of Asians. Most Chinese. Yeah, me too. I live in a mostly Chinese and like Indian neighborhood. A little embarrassing though, because I'll like visit my friends and their parents expect me to speak Chinese and I can't. I feel so bad. Where I live, there's mostly only old people. You know, it's like so annoying though, learning languages in America. I'm not sure if it's the same in Europe or what. Oh, thank you for follow. But in America, you don't get any any language classes until you're in high school, and that's the worst time to learn a language. There's no like mandatory second language because a lot of places that are in America, they make you learn English, right? Like at least I know in like Asia, it's kind of mandatory to take English as a class from when you're really young, or at least like middle school, high school. But here, they don't even offer Spanish until you're in high school, and it doesn't make sense because it's like a really important language and it's spoken a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. Start learning English in kindergarten. That's what I'm so jealous of. Like, so many people speak Spanish in America. It would make so much sense to have it at least be offered for like parents to have their kids learn. Get some. Get some cake if you can. Years old. And then there's middle school, which is 6th to 8th grade. And the American education system is not meant to be followed. They'll tell you to follow it to a T, and if you do that, you will fail. You will never get a job. Kindergarten. It sucks. They set up this they'll tell you these classes you have to take to do this and that. It's like the best way to do high school is to take just get your credits. Don't worry about the difficult classes. Just get your credits and then start dual courses as fast as you can so that you can just get your early credits for college. And it doesn't matter what college you go to unless you want to be a doctor, pretty much. They don't matter. Right? Right? And even with credits, you can either do the AP or you can just take the normal classes and not stress out, and then you can still do dual enroll and finish and just do the actual college courses before you go to college so you save money. It's stupid. Okay, wait. Here in kindergarten we have kindergarten, and then we have 1 to 4th grade, and then you change school in 5th to 9th grade, and you change school 10 to 12th grade. Oh, so just 1 year off. High school and middle school are swapped. They do 4 years in their middle school, quote unquote. And then uni. Yeah. If you're 14 to 15, you're a freshman in high school. So your first year of 9th grade. Also, they stop calling it by grades by the time you're in high school. In middle school, you're in 8th grade. And then in high school, you're a freshman. A freshman, a sophomore, a junior, a senior. The exact same ones, and then in college you're a freshman, a sophomore, junior, senior again. Yeah, it's confusing. It's useless. It would make more sense to have sophomore, junior, because in college you're not saying 13, 14 anymore. But something like credits don't exist in your school. Really? The way it is here, pretty much your credit is quote unquote that you took that class, right? So they don't care how you get it at all. They don't care at all how you get it. They don't care if it was an easy class or a hard class, because at the end of the day it just says that you did 2 math classes. You just have to do a certain number of hours and then you're done. So it's I think it's And what's annoying is that high school goes by so slow. You'll get how many credits is it a year? It's 1 credit per course in a whole year, right? So you get a quarter semester, and it's useless because you can get that in a way shorter amount of time and be done with it in 2 years if you do online or whatever. But for some reason they pace it out super long. And you know what's even weirder is I think it's 20, I think here where I live, it's 22 credits to graduate, but 24 is honors. That's just 2 more. It's nothing. SATs. SATs. I was talking about this with Zach, who's our friend who lives in the UK. SATs are a test that basically decides if all your schoolwork really matters or not. But also the SAT, you can choose to omit your score when you're sending it to college applications. So they don't actually care. You can just not show it, depending on what college you want to go to. Most colleges, because of COVID, it doesn't matter. You save so much money though. You save so much money though. And all of art is just portfolio anyways, so who cares? If my mom comes up, I think I'm just gonna pretend I'm asleep because I don't want it to join. Good, that's what I do. Yeah, SATs are dumb. Oh shit, I forgot I had you muted this whole time! This is the second time that's happened! My bad.
I'm having a great conversation and no one could
I've
hear
been talking to
me.
myself this whole time! This happened last time
Oh
when Comey came
god.
on! But that
Oh,
time I had myself.
only Comey.
Whoops.
It's Comey's
Here's
turn
Jay,
now.
by the way. Jay's been talking
Hi,
about their
I'm
degree and their
Jay.
education, and we've been
I've been
having a
talking about
riveting
like
conversation
I'm
this whole
getting an
time.
art associate's degree.
Oh.
I'm going to community college.
My bad.
It's
My bad.
really
My bad.
boring,
My
but
bad.
also a lot. God, my art one teacher, he went from giving us like we got like one drawing session week where we had to like draw like our hands or something. And this week we have 3 sessions, and next week we have 4 sessions, all due in a week.
What?
And I'm like, and I work full time. My entire week is busy, and the weekend is me trying to recuperate so I can work again next week. But now I have to do like
Yeah.
12 assignments of the weekend, and I'm like, sir,
What the heck?
why? Why do you want me to do 4? And it's like, I'm sure they're all gonna be still life, so we have to like set up. And he wants like direct lighting, and he hates me because I don't listen to his instructions enough. He got mad because I put too much detail in my sketches. I responded, and he was really he was like, "Thank you for expressing your distress." He was very unhappy with me. I was like, what's the problem with my things?" And he was like, if you really care, come to this class on Friday where I'm gonna do demonstrations, and then your questions will be answered." And I didn't, because I didn't want to. He was
But
better on my
why
next
would he
assignment.
hate you?
Oh god, I forgot to tell you. Did I tell you his responses?
Was it
He
the
told
really
me I had
passive
to
aggressive
have
ones?
he told me I had to have a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah. That's
Because
crazy.
he said, and I think he's fine. I think he's just someone who thinks like giving like comments like that like helps. His whole point was like basically because I think he important thing he said because I think I know how to do art.
I remember, yeah.
I have to like have a come to Jesus moment and follow the instructions better so I can prove to him that I can draw. And I was like, okay, okay, sir.
Should I get
Because
a
he
job?
hadn't taught it yet.
Oh,
Should I get
sorry,
a
I cut you
job?
off.
Okay. No, you're fine.
Should I get a
Get a
job and
job.
buy my older brother that has a job in iPad? Make him buy an iPad.
Um,
He has a job already.
yeah, they can do it.
Buy him a Wacom. They'll cost less.
Yeah, he shouldn't have to use your thing. He can do it. It's
Oh
his.
yeah!
Tell him to buy it.
Pronoun differences are so cool in languages, stuff like that.
Oh,
In Thailand, it's really fun because you don't really refer to people by like you or he or she. You just kind of say their name, and then most of the pronouns that you learn from people are when they refer to themselves. So like, there's Di-chan. Di-chan is I can't remember. I can't remember if Chan or Di-chan is the more gender neutral. One of them's more gender neutral and one's more feminine. And then there's Pom, which is like masculine. So basically, people who are like queer in Thailand, they just introduce themselves. They'll say Pom, or Chan, and they'll be like, oh, they're more masculine, they're more feminine.
I love that. That's so cool.
My mom bought an iPad extra for me. My brother took it. What?
But what?
Why would he do that?
You should tell your parents. That's not okay.
Change your password. That sucks, dude.
Isn't they then pronoun? Yeah, that's.
There's only fan. Aw, man.
Do
you know how like non-binary people work around that, or do they just stick with the feminine mask pronouns, or do they just refer to themselves like not with pronouns?
It's really interesting, different languages. My one friend who speaks Spanish says some people end it with, I think, E. Which I think is interesting. I think it's interesting how modern stuff changes languages. Not modern things like they were modern, but modern ideas and changes to our mindsets on things.
I love blue hair pronouns.
I love blue hair pronouns. If I ever dye my hair blue again, I will never shut up. I'm like, I'm blue hair, I have pronouns.
They just take pronouns everyone. Oh.
If
Same in Germany. If you try to do that, you would refer them thing. Oh man.
That sucks. Only objects are gender neutral. People can't be. Yeah, that reminds me when I was learning Spanish in high school because I had to take Spanish classes. And remembering the genders of objects was like the hardest thing ever. I kept switching the letters. My teacher was like, "No, the
You're
window
Portugal, we try to
is
use E
the
too.
window ends with an A," and I was like, "Oh no."
I remember, I don't know. Did I miss a follow? Real Kai, thank you for your follow. I think I missed that. I remember, I don't know, the feminine masculine words. I feel like maybe I was just like, because I joined my Spanish class halfway through a semester, so I had to do a lot of catch-up work. So I think I just kind of got to a point where I was like, I could go off of instinct. Like, this is probably masculine, probably feminine. Usually I get it right.
Yeah, I get that. There's like a from my guess, from my big brain thoughts.
That's kind of weird because that word doesn't really exist. That sucks. I hope with time people find a way to work around it.
Yeah.
Punjabi gender is pretty neutral, especially when being respectful. We use they version words. Oh, that's neat.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of same in Thai too. Like you kind of don't refer to people with like gender terms unless you're more casual with them. Otherwise, you just try to be like you don't really refer to them anyways. Actually, maybe it's the opposite. I can't remember, but like I never got referred to by a pronoun in Thai. It was always just like kid, baby, nong.
Child.
Then my name would change. My quote unquote name would change depending on who I was around. Like if I was around cousins who were younger than me, I'd be called P. But if I was around a bunch of adults, I'd be Nong because I'd be younger then. Which is fun. That's fun.
That's so interesting. Language is so cool.
Languages are cool.
I'm always like, I want to learn languages, and then I start, I'm like, I'm EP. I'm done now.
In Spanish, we use and stuff like adjectives, which depends on the pronouns. Which we use an E instead of usual. Oh no. Oh! It's, have you guys ever
also
like have trouble with annoying kids that annoy you? Yeah.
As someone who worked with kids, yes.
That was your job to be annoyed.
Absolutely. As the worker who did art, it was hell. I was asked to draw Among Us, I think probably 3 times a day at least. I lived the meme.
I started Russian Duolingo, so we'll see how it works for that. Ooh.
Weren't you already learning a different language in secret for your friend for like a year? Italian? God. You're bonkers and I love you for it.
I still think it's such a scary thing to do is to learn a whole language just to surprise.
Literally! Oh my god. You're what I aspire to be. I aspire to have that chaos. I swear, one day.
Death Note, he's gone. I got rid of him.
No.
No. I can't have him on screen. This is too much to look at.
I can't handle it anymore. I know, I'm in school, I'm only playing volleyball with friends, and if the ball is just like, whoops, time to go get some kids, try to kick it.
And that was the worst part about
them? That's fun.
Elementary school. What I told? Oh, hell yeah! Coming out as speaking Italian. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, all I remember from elementary school is whenever I was a kid, I was really scared of the like older kids, like the 10-year-olds, whatever, when I was a baby.
Oh yeah.
But then the second for something happened, and by the time I was a 5th grader, all the kids were really mean. They would just sit and stare, like death stare, wouldn't break eye contact. It was really.
I think our age group had a big difference because it's like when I was in high school, and I was a senior. The freshmen were all
they're so short, but they're so mean.
Yeah, they were like I was pretty tall, but like they were all a little shorter, but also like they looked more like seniors than me, and also they were very mean. They
The
like
kids are mean these days.
and they have no fear. They fear no God. Like it doesn't matter if I was a senior. I had kids like throw cucumbers at me before. I had somebody throw a rock at me. Someone
I
threw a
used to
rock
work in
at
the
me.
library during my Friday recess time when I was a kid.
Oh
And I remember
gosh.
there's like these little babies running around, and they'd be like, "Where's this book?" And I said, "I don't know, because my job's just to put them away. I don't memorize things." And I remember him
I
walking
don't
away
know.
and going, "Why do I just hate assistants?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
I struggle using they them in Spanish. It's kind of difficult not to say it wrong. I prefer English, so that makes sense. I understand that.
Yeah. God, I'm getting flashbacks.
PTSD. This is a very mean child. I think about it now. That kid was like 3 years younger than me, so he's probably like
What did
in
they,
8th grade
what
now,
did
which
they
means he's
put in the
probably
water?
evil. 8th graders are also evil.
8th graders terrify me. God, I've thought about like teaching art in the past, and like, oh God, like, ideally, I'd love to teach high school, except if high schoolers weren't horrible now. Like, oh my God, I watched going to high school was what took me out of wanting to teach, because like middle school was bad, but high school, oh my God, I like slowly witnessed the horrible treatment of subs, especially how much kids who don't like art hate art teachers. Like, why are
It's
you in this
crazy.
class?
Like, this
Jesus.
isn't the easiest elective. I don't know how to tell you that. You thought it
Take like
was, but it
film
isn't.
studies or something. Why are you here?
Go take a music theory class if you want to just
Take
nap.
a music, like, yeah, man, there are so many classes that aren't like
I
teachers.
terrify.
I terrify you. Yes, anyone like more than I'd say like because like people who are like 1 or 2 years younger than me don't terrify me, but like we're in like 4 to 5. You're starting to scare me. Essentially, all of English, Russian, and Italian. You are insane.
Constructing a language from scratch. Like
You
a
would.
Homestuck.
I would. Oh God.
like a Homestuck.
Oh,
Speaking of Homestuck, you know what I was thinking
God.
about? How Toby Fox just uses this one song he fucking wrote for like Homestuck from an Earthbound, sampled from an Earthbound thing like 10 years ago, and he's just been remixing it for years. He used it for Pokemon. Like, he used it for Nintendo Pokemon. One of these days, all these companies are gonna go, hey, Toby, this is the same song.
A minute.
And it's gonna be the biggest copyright lawsuit to have ever touched the nation.
They're gonna get him.
They're gonna get him, but will they really?
Ruin.
Constructing
People
language is ruined.
ruined.
People such a Homestuck. Kids these days.
No, but if you made a language, I wouldn't be surprised. You're like, hey guys, I spent 3 days straight without sleep making a language. I'm like, oh, that's so you.
That's so you.
That's so you.
Oh, I want to play some Louis Zong tunes.
Oh, I love Louis Zong is one of my favorite.
He's like my best friend. He's like a best friend to me.
Louis Zong is like my best friend. Any artist whose DMCA free is my best friend, simply because if they have good music and I can play them on stream, they have changed my life.
It would be cool. In boarding school, so that we wouldn't get in trouble for like talking shit or whatever around staff, my friends and I learned Morse code and we'd blink it at each other.
Oh my God, I love that.
Like, imagine two kids standing across the hallway, just wide-eyed, blink, 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 on not breaking eye contact.
That's so funny. Also, same. I was like, I saw the people live and I was like, why is everyone live? And I was like, oh.
Oh, it's today.
I forgot about that one.
Morse code's fun.
God. See, I thought you were gonna say sign language, because I know sign language. It's a good language for silence, but you're like, no, Morse code. Oh, I
MCC
love
is
that.
stressful. Minecraft Championship. MCC is like,
Mine-
I really like it in concept because the map is so pretty. It's like really well put together.
Same.
But for
It's so
somehow
well
there's so
made.
much drama. Like I don't keep up with. I had maybe like I don't know a 5-month period of keeping up with Minecraft stuff, and now I don't. But I just remember it being like
I
really
simply am
stressful.
surrounded by people who constantly talk about it, and so I know it from like osmosis. But like,
Championship.
I haven't watched them in like 8 months. It's been a long time. Iron Mouse is live, but I'd rather be here.
I love Iron Mouse.
OMG.
I don't watch Iron Mouse much, but my favorite thing is whenever she tweets like her 20th model of the year. I think it's so cool.
I
She's
love
just
that.
like she pays artists like crazy just every other week. She's
I
like, anyways, I
love
got a new one.
People who pay artists, big heart, big love.
Okay.
Oh my
She works
gosh.
so hard. She works so hard. She's crazy.
I don't really watch any VTubers. You are the only VTuber I watch. Besides like PNG tubers, but like every artist I know is a PNG tuber because it's so easy and who wants to show their face.
I think I'm trying to think what's my favorite model of hers right now. It's the one that has the like jiggly horns. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Jiggly
And
horns.
I also like the
swear,
one
did you
with
send
the
that?
long hair, like the kind of longer flat hair, or like the pigtails. I can't remember exactly which one looked like. I might have. I think so.
I remember sending out jiggly horns and I was absolutely disturbed.
She also has that one model with the kind of like corset thing. I like that one. One of my faves. She's been using it a lot too. Or she was. Last time I saw her. It was like a few months ago.
I need to finish one of my models someday.
Same.
I have 2 like close to done models. I just haven't. I just
Started
don't want
COVID.
to.
I watched streamers nonstop. Yeah, that was kind of the whole thing too, right?
Yeah,
like,
same.
It was like people were blowing up in ways that had never happened in history before.
It's
just 'cause
crazy.
Everyone was 14 and had nothing to do.
Everyone was inside and so bored. God, I wish I was 14 and not 18.
Man, I wish I'd started streaming back then. Can you imagine? I'd be a millionaire right now. I wouldn't be talking to any of you.
Literally.
I'd be a millionaire.
I wish we both would have gotten famous on TikTok and been big streamers, but actually not, because that would be hell.
That's right. I think about it. I would not be happy.
I would be so I would be so mentally unwell. Those
Being 18
people,
is...
right? Being 18 is just listen. Listen.
We're all getting
I can say
old.
it, but when someone else says it, it hurts.
No, but like, if we were big streamers, we wouldn't be able to have conversations like this because chat would be going
No.
too fast.
They would. I think they would destroy us with their minds. They'd be like, "These bitches are so annoying." They're talking
Just
about
chat will go.
school.
Like, I get sad sometimes when I watch big streamer chat because it's a lot of it's just kind of the same, like lemao, haha, oh my gosh, and it's like,
oh yeah.
how are their days going? There's so many people there, and you don't get to know what they're thinking. It makes me sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad. I feel
Nothing of what
bad,
you did when
especially
COVID.
because any like small community that existed before has just been obliterated. And like that's really sad to imagine you enjoying someone so much and then like suddenly bam, it's all gone.
You guys are old when you say being 18. I'm turning 17 in 2-3 weeks.
I'm turning 19 in like how many months? In some amount of months.
Is it crazy though that we met when I was like just turned 14?
You were so small.
I was talking with Melly about it last night because Melly went, "You're turning 17," and then they went, "Oh, you're turning 17." And I was like, "Why did you gasp?" And they were like, "You'll be 17, and I'll be 17."
Oh my
I
god.
love Melly. I think we're gonna finish Hannibal today. I'll ask if they want to do in here if you want to watch too, Jay.
Sure. Oh god.
I'm too young.
Young.
Kiddos these days. Oh, the kids these days.
18 is strange because it's like I said, like I work full time and I do job full time, but also I do feel like I am 12. It's
Oh
sort
gosh, you
of
guys
a
are like babies.
strange mix.
Oh my gosh, there's babies in here.
Small
Are
guys.
you allowed to say your age in the Twitch chat? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's fine.
You're usually not supposed to, simply just because if you're under 13, that's against 2S, I'm pretty sure.
If you're 11, don't say anything.
It's more of just like a it's better not to say because then if a young kid says they are, you have to kick them from chat or else in the chance like some
if you're 12,
Twitch
If you're 12 and watch me right
Modsies.
now, first of all, I don't think you should be watching me. But second of all,
Please.
today's been a relatively chill stream, but sometimes I come out here and I swear more than should be legal. So
Sometimes you just feel a little crazy.
something happens to me.
Something changes.
I'm 18. Hate this shit.
Real. You get it. You get it. 18 is such an awkward age. People treat it like such a big thing, but nothing happens.
Right? Like, I turn 18. I'm probably not gonna be able to move out for a while anyways.
No, same. I'm like, everyone's like, oh my god, I'm moving out for college. I'm like, imagine. I am. My big adult win was I have to think about taxes now.
You know what's scary? Nothing happens, yeah. You know what's scary? The streamers are like my age that are really, really, really big. I don't know how they'd handle it.
Yeah.
I'd make a new identity, make a new account, run away.
Oh yeah, no, I would never
You wouldn't
want.
hear from me.
Oh, I'm playing Sky and I'm losing all my life.
I was talking with my brother the other day about this. Jerma's like, what, 36, I think? And honestly, I think that's the perfect age to be a Twitch streamer.
Honestly,
Because
yeah.
you're old enough to know you can tell people to shut up and there's no bad consequence, and you're young enough to be hip with the kids. Like, you know.
You're
Even
young
18
enough.
of the 9 13-year-old boy. Imagine me streaming at 36 years old. That means I'd have to be here for 2 decades of my life.
30 years old, someone please stop me.
If I was streaming at 36 years old, someone like call someone. Call an adult to come to my home.
Call the old man's home, please.
Start filing job applications for me.
No, Sam, I get that. It's like I'm 18, but in my heart, I'm 12. But also, I'm
This
like
cake
25.
looks so ugly. How can I make this cake cute?
I think it's cute.
Me too. I was thinking about Toby Fox shit today because it was so scary, but it was so cool and everyone loved it. Oh my gosh.
Toby Fox is such a guy, and I appreciate him for it.
My mom was just like, yeah, when you get a job, you're gonna give me most of the money, then we're gonna buy you gold because prices are rising. And in the future, I don't know, your mom wants you to invest in gold. Your mother isn't making you invest.
She's like, invest
My dad says that sometimes he'll be like, when you're rich and all, and I'm like, I don't know how to tell him, I don't strive to be rich. I don't want to be a provider.
Literally,
I don't want to accomplish or provide.
If anyone in my family was ever like, when you're successful, I'm getting an art degree. You cannot expect me to ever make anything above living wage.
Right.
I need you to know that now. I need you to
Like,
accept this fact
It
now.
is kind of
please.
relieving though, because like I'm not stressed about college at all because I don't have a big career goal in mind. You know, like I'm not stressed about becoming a doctor or whatever. So any degree I get is gonna just kind of be like just something to hold me over. And if I want to do something cool, then I'll try and go back to school. But like,
it's literally just so I can like go to a job and be like, I have the piece of paper you like, and they'll be like, oh my god, you do.
but ideally, I want to be a night shift janitor in an office building. So I can listen to
Honestly,
podcasts.
that's literally. It sounds so nice. Like, just
Right.
you know.
I don't want to be rich. I'll marry rich if the opportunity comes.
Oh yeah,
Don't get me
if
wrong.
The opportunity is there.
But I don't.
will not say no.
Katya, the drag queen, described it in a way that's so beautiful. She said, I don't wish to accomplish anything that hasn't been accomplished. And I think about that a lot. Because that's me. Like, I don't...
That's a nice way to say it. I love that.
Right?
It's like, I don't really want to do anything unless it's, like, big. You know what
But
I
also,
mean?
Katya's rich, so...
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like when really successful people talk about, like, getting successful when you know it was just by chance.
If you just put your mind to
and
it,
you're
it'll
like,
happen. I mean, true, but you can't say that.
You're not allowed to say that because it wasn't just because you tried really hard.
What does a cute cake look like?
Cute
strawberry
whatever
cake.
your heart tells you.
My heart is saying nothing.
Then it is
My
beautiful
heart's not
already.
talking to me. But I
Your
want to
heart
work.
doesn't have
I want
little
to be an office building janitor during like the school year, and then the summer I want to go help with research in like national parks. like looking at bugs.
So cool.
Yeah, and I probably need a degree for that. But alright.
I would join you. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go
I'd love
research
to go to
bugs,
art
and I'm like,
college since I have really good grades when I was only studying something like architecture, something like that. You can study architecture in art college, can you?
yeah. It probably depends on the place, but architecture is a very art-involved field.
Ooh. Maybe you can pretend you're gonna study architecture and be like, look, the school offers it, and then when you get in, change your major.
Yeah.
And what she's gonna do, you're already going to the school.
Good switcheroo.
The business my dad works in had like a little private fest for the workers, and their families and everything was for free, and that was nice. It was really bad weather. That sucks.
Man. No, but honestly, it's hard sometimes, but I try to like stay by the fact of like I have so much time and like I'm doing a lot right now
much
so
time.
that like in the future it's a bit easier. But like if things don't work out, I'll just do a different thing. As long as I have enough money to live and eat food, we're good.
Yeah. I don't know, I think a lot of people think of being like a teenager and young adult as like preparation for when you get your career and then that's your life. And I don't like to think of that. I like to think that I'm still living life right now. You know, and that life is just doing things and work is just kind of a, you know, unnecessary thing. Because I don't want to die, but
Nah, but yeah, I'm the kind of person where like I would love to work like 12 different careers. Like I would love to do like everything, but like specific things because I can't do certain things. Like I can't like do a lot of people involved positions because they stress me out. But like I want to do like a million different singular careers, things where I get to do things on my own or like with a group I know of. Like that's like the dream. Like I want to like do art. Like I want to create things. The business my dad works in had like a little private fest for the workers and their family, and everything was for free. That was already around. At least you have to go to art college and architecture. Also, yes, free food is always good. I think Knock had to go somewhere for a moment. Not sure where, but. Oh, welcome back. You were like, what's etiquette? I was like, huh?
What's happening? Where am I?
You are.
What were we talking about?
This stream. I also forgot.
My dad's girlfriend came in to ask for a laundry basket. I have literally 4 full ones in my room. I have like all of them in the house because I'm awful. And I told her like I have 1 million of them. Well, I'll clear them out. And I heard her when she was walking away go, I have 1 million of them. I'm making fun of me. Like okay. I said like what is
her beef?
I don't know. I think she's evil.
Evil and messed up. I want to make projects such as comics, films, video games. I do not mind having a sub job being literally that exactly. I think that is it sounds so nice to like because right now I'm doing accounting, and honestly, if I didn't have to do like the call aspect, even though I have my phone, I do not disturb half the time because no one can tell. But like honestly, accounting in itself is something I find really interesting. Like I don't like big math, but like the things I do, like bake reconciliations and stuff like that, I find quite interesting. But I hate the companies I work for. But like I would love the idea of like doing accounting, then being a florist, then working at a bookstore and like doing a million different things, and someone's like, oh, what have you worked as before? And I'm like, here's a list of 20 different things that none are related to each other. I think that is the most fun life to live.
Right? I asked my mom if I can stay in stream while helping her make choices. I go, yeah, help out your mom. And if you need to just like leave and then come back, that's totally chill. Help out your mom. I want to I might get a job in maybe the winter or like next summer. There's a library nearby. I get a bike and just bike there and see if I can volunteer work at least. I'd like to be paid, but volunteer work's okay too. I need to get volunteer hours anyways. Because I forgot.
It's funny. I got volunteer hours at the job I currently work at. Because before I was working there, I volunteered there, and then a month later, and I was like, I really need a job, and they were like, okay.
It's like kind of far away, but there's a lot of like little like they'll literally say in the title like geek bookstore or whatever that. It's just like board game or like Yu-Gi-Oh card store kind of things. I'd love to work somewhere like that, but they're all kind of far away and I can't drive, so I have to get a license or a bus pass or something.
My license. Oh god, I don't want to. I hate driving so much. I hate it. I
if I
want to
could.
never drive. Driving bad.
I might want to get the job in the winter actually, because then I can bike without it being really, really hot.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll see. I'll see. I just want to look at books all day. Oh my gosh. I have the YouTube tab open for the music and refresh. For some reason, I thought that was stream, like, blacking out and refreshing. I was like, why? What happened?
It's gone. It's never returning. It's broken. Now I'm thinking about how hot it is. I hate heat. I want it gone.
Oh yeah, I'd love to live somewhere with sidewalks.
Exactly. I would love to live somewhere where I can just walk.
I mean, there's sidewalks here, but it's all just to go in circles in neighborhoods. So you want to get anywhere, you can't get there.
We have like sidewalks to things, but it's like everything is so big because I live in a bigger town. It's so big,
same.
too big.
Like it would take like an hour for me to get even to like close to a store walking. Me and you are we can trade. We can trade.
And he even brought a car, and I had things from here.
3 to 4 hours. I'm so scared. My dad, every time he's not working, he's like, "Do you want to learn how to drive?" And I'm like, "No, no, I don't."
I had my permit for like an entire like year, and I drove like I think 3 times, and then like COVID hit more, and then I got really bad driving anxiety, and my family is not very good at like doing like holding each other to things, so they just didn't take me driving. And I would like mention it and they're like, oh, ask later, and then I just lost the energy and I haven't driven in like 2 years, and I got an ID so that I could do things now because I can't see a horror movie without an ID because they're like, are you sure you're really over 16? And I'm like, I am. I literally work as an accountant full time. Please let me see this stupid movie.
Europe is kind of cool, not gonna lie. If I've seen it's cool. It's like anywhere, right? You got cool places and then a lot of shitty ones.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, someday I'll get my license, but today's not that day.
I wanted to play a little Splatoon because I wanted to play Splatfest. I sent it in Venus Factory chat. How pretty Splatfest makes the lobby look, but I needed to do some work too. So I was like, stop playing at this time. Go do something with your life at this time.
God, that's me when I'm like, I will work on homework today, and it's 6 p.m. and I'm like, Jay, work on your homework. I have like 7 different to-dos of like, start this assignment, and then I get like that notification at 9 p.m. and I'm like,
That's what I really struggled with when I went to public school, is like getting home and starting homework on time was like impossible. Oh, yeah. I would not have that much work, hard. But I would not even touch it till like the sun is down. Oh, my dad's texting me. Sorry, Papa.
Me, Jay. Yeah, I have a lot of assignments I do. It's just hard because like I work all during the week, like 9.5-hour shifts. I'm so pooped out, and I get home on the weekend and I just want to eat. But I got homework.
Remembered I follow an account that posts cute desserts.
Oh! Steal their dessert energy. Girlfriend like so mad at me over laundry baskets. Girl, calm down. Take a breath.
Are you just going through your to-do right now? I've gotten like 12 notifications.
Listen. Listen, okay, listen.
I haven't. It says that because my goal is to do 3 hours of class a day. Sometimes I do like 12 minutes, but that's okay. I'm like, I've done my 3 hours of work for the day.
Real. What do you make of? Oh God.
Do you ever make a video game comic film? I have written 2 entire TV shows in my head, 1 season, 10 episode each. But it sucks because like I adore video games. I'm not sure, to be honest, but like, because I'm so picky with the kind of video game visuals that I appreciate and the kind of gameplay and story. But for like films, I really want to make like, I really like Joe Pera, Wes Anderson, like those cozy kind of melancholic vibes. I wanted to do well, I had a short film I wanted to do, which was I want it to be a mockumentary where it's a just like I'm not sure the exact thing. I don't know if I was gonna make it like the metas that's like a study or something, but basically I want it to seem like someone who's being interviewed about their like what I do in a day, what I do in the week kind of thing. But you realize throughout it is that they're entirely talking to themselves. It's kind of like, you know, when you sit and you daydream that you're being interviewed for a popular show, or you're like, you know, that you're a celebrity or whatever the hell. I want it to be that, but put into a film. Just someone entirely like maladaptively daydreaming that they're being in a documentary, and it to be like kind of creepy, kind of sad. Oh my gosh, is that every VTuber? And I wanted to make that, but and I want it to be, because a lot of things like with, and I think I've talked about this before, I want it to be like you see the behind the scenes. I wanted to make the entire thing myself as well, so that it would really like drive home the point that this is someone sitting and talking by themselves. But with like method acting, quote unquote, stuff like that, it doesn't really, because people will be like, I stay awake for 72 hours to look this tired, and it's like, okay, but when I watch the movie, I just think you're acting really good, so it doesn't really impact me that you did this method acting. But to show the behind the scenes in the film as it's actively going through, of me like,
that's,
you know,
so
like
cool.
I want the camera to follow me and I walk around the house, so I tie it to a rolling chair, you know, like stuff like that I wanted to do. And I wanted to do a TV show that's styled like those Netflix food traveling shows, where it's like really pretty shots, like very warm colors, those overhead views of bowls of food, just about Thai food, but also for it to have like plot. So it starts each episode with like a short cooking montage and a nice pretty shot of the food, and then, you know, titles card, and then it goes to like a very kind of basic plot, maybe like I was thinking someone comes back to their hometown and like their mom's failing restaurant, and then it's just like, how do we deal with this?
Because you said like story after like a thing, and my brain was like TMA.
Just like the Magnus arc. But yeah, I want to make things, but
that sounds so cool.
Yeah,
I hope you do. I want to see Nico films in the real.
It's just that I get so sad because I watch shows and I'm like, I get creatively motivated by it, and then I get horribly depressed because the industry is so awful, and it's like you have to sacrifice so much of your morals if you want to work with creative people, because the creative people are also evil. So thank you for the follow.
I get that. That's with a lot of stuff. It sucks so much. Like, wow, I really want to do this thing, and you realize like all the people in it, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right. It's like you gotta do it all yourself, but with, you know, outside of, you know, that short film idea where I do everything myself, it would be really hard to it'd be really hard to do anything else, because you need actors, you need producers, you need people to do stuff.
Yeah.
Our fruit salad podcast. Thank you for follow. I've talked a little bit how we want to do a podcast, but I haven't leaked the concept yet because it's too good. Do you have any advice for
curious.
Someone?
Fruit salad podcast.
Do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a VTuber or do art streams? For art streams, just in general for streaming, if you can, get an Ethernet cable. It helped my frames a lot and just keep my internet connection a lot more stable. It's I don't know. I think the way I've personally done VTubing isn't very typical, because I don't advertise myself as a VTuber, mostly just because I don't like the community too much. It makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it can just be hard to find people online who aren't like scary or mean, so I try to stick to just kind of my friend group, things like that. But learn how to, if you do draw, because you say you want to do art streams, so if you do draw, I recommend learning how to rig and draw a model, even if you don't use it. It's really good, because when you commission people, you will know what terminology to use, you will know what is wrong, you will know how to fix problems on your own, and you'll know when you're being scammed, or, you know, and you'll know when someone's made a bad model or made a broken model and what is wrong with it. And also just, you know, it's good to be a VTuber who draws, because everything about VTubing has to do with art. Your assets are all drawn by someone. Your promotional, your your skebs, your, you know, emotes, everything is made by artists. So if you understand the community, it's a lot easier to credit people. You understand the terminology, the kind of social aspect of it. You know how to talk to artists, you know how to be around artists. So yeah, I think, I don't know, just be familiar in what you're working with and who you're working around, and be purposeful with your community and the people you're streaming to and working with. You know, like, if, you know, say someone offers you a collab but you don't like the kind of content they do, like, it's, you know, they're more of a controversy drama news channel and you're just kind of like an artist account. If you, the people you interact with are the people who you're going to be making art for. So sometimes, you know, or streaming for, sometimes you might get more popular on certain platforms, but you won't have the people you want to talk to. You know, you won't be streaming to people you want to talk to. You won't understand who you're talking to when you stream. So be purposeful. That kind of goes for any social media, to be honest. There's ways to get big, which is obviously, like, TikTok's really, really good for VTubing, like, exceptionally good. TikTok Reels, posting on those daily. But if you want to make stuff where you will be more, I don't know how to put it, because I don't want to make it sound like it's like holier than thou or better, because it's just different things, right?
It's just different methods.
Like, if you're more nervous around big audiences, or you do better with, like, you know, with more one-on-one conversations, then just being very purposeful, like, you know, only doing promotional work for very specific things like that, you know, that is a way to be more comfortable. But if you want to get big, you want to be successful, TikTok, Twitter, group chats, retweets, you know, really double down on it.
You can make it a networking game. Like, it definitely can be like a big networking game if that's what you want to do. It's just thinking about, like, the results of that and if that's what you want or not.
Exactly. I guess, like, just be good, not be good, be
good.
Be good. Be ready to plan what kind of content creator you want to be, right? One that has, like, a specific community and you understand who you're talking to, you know each person in chat, or someone who is making a lot of money, or they're getting, like, you know, more attention on social media and things like that. Neither one is better than the other. It just depends entirely on the person that you want to be and what makes you comfortable. I think a lot of people kind of throw themselves into it and they don't know really what they kind of want out of it. Like, they might be like, oh yeah, I just want to get popular, I just want to get paid from it, but then they get there and they realize they don't have the personality and it kind of freaks them out.
Yeah.
So just
it takes a lot. Like, streaming in general takes a lot, and it's hard to realize that it does, because, like, it seems really simple and you get into it and you're like, damn, I'm eepy.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy, but it's really fun. It's really fun, and it stays fun as long as you make sure you're keeping it fun, because it's easy for it to get exhausting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, don't be afraid to, like, I say it's just as, like, I'm not a VTuber really specifically, but I stream, like, if someone does, like, something you don't like in your community, do not be afraid to just, like, tell them. Because, like, like, even in my small, like, very, very small, like, audience I've had, like, people come before who say stuff that, like, made me uncomfortable, and because I didn't say anything, they kept doing it. And, like, sometimes you just, like, you don't have to be mean about it. You can be like, hey, I really don't feel comfortable with that. And then if they keep doing it, literally just ban them. Just remember, like, this is your platform.
It's always better to have 0 viewers, but you feel safe, rather than 5 viewers, but they're all being an asshole to you.
Exactly.
Thank you for the follow. And same thing goes, like, if you're doing collabs or talking to other creators and they make you uncomfortable, just stop talking to them. There's, like, don't, it can be scary because you don't want to get, like, a call out post. You don't want there to be drama, but just, like, you know, unfollow. And if they reach out to you about it, just go, oh, you know, like, I just decided I don't, I want to do different content than what you're doing, or I'm just not interested anymore. It's super simple. It doesn't have to be dramatic. I've had times where I was, like, scared to unfollow certain, mutuals I had, and then I realized, like, this isn't worth my comfort. I don't want to feel nervous streaming because what they do or the kind of people that they are. So, yeah, stay out of drama.
Oh yeah, it's never worth it. And, like, anything, and absolutely anything, school, streaming, online things in general, it's never worth it. It's never.
Also, turn off your viewers. Turn off your viewers. There's a button in OBS. I don't think it really shows you if you can close the stats window in OBS, and then on Twitch in the creator dashboard, you can, if you click on the number at the top, you can turn off your viewers. I never have my viewers on. I'll check it if I get rated, just out of curiosity, but
Mhm.
like I just don't care. I don't look at it.
Yeah.
I don't let it get to
It's
me.
honestly, it doesn't really matter. You know, if
It
people are
doesn't
talking in chat,
matter.
you know they're there, and that's really all that matters.
The only time viewers matters is if you're like, you know, Mr. Fortnite getting sponsored kind of thing. Also,
Yeah.
you don't have to do the Raid Shadows Legend sponsorship.
Oh
If you
my
are
god.
offered a sponsorship for Raid, you don't have to
You
take it.
will.
They've been
It's not
asking
even
me.
an if.
I've gotten my
You
5th
will.
email this month from them. You don't
Oh yeah,
have to.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. We're moving on. Anyways.
I think you are. People talk shit about Raid all the time.
Yeah.
Because they send, it's like a well-known thing in the community. You will get a Raid email, a
You'll
Raid
get
Shadows Legend
you
email.
get an email from Raid and they'll be like, do you want to make 10 people click on this game? And 10
I've
people
been
aren't going to
so
click on it.
tempted before. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
me
if I
too.
just
I
make
like lost
all
my
my
shit when I
friends
first got
do
it,
it?
but 10 people are not going to click on that. They'll say that you can get paid $800. You're not going
Yeah.
to, because you have to be. It's like even really big streamers, people don't play the games that get sponsored in their things, and then they don't get
Yeah,
paid.
especially
like,
Raid, because everyone already knows Raid. In general are hard because you want to make sure they aren't crappy, but also like getting the opportunities in general doesn't really happen because it's mainly like the big people. So it's really not something to worry about too much.
Just stay safe and don't do drugs.
Right, don't talk to strangers, even though everyone's a stranger.
Everyone's a stranger, so talk to no one. Oh,
Talk
start giving
to
really
no
bad
one.
advice. Talk to
Never
no one.
talk during your streams.
Never
Make it complete,
talk.
not even music, completely silent.
There is an art streamer I follow on YouTube who just does silent drawing streams, and they're kind of sick as hell, to be honest.
I need
Also with
music.
VTubing specifically, it is so oversaturated. So don't worry about looking unique. Don't worry about your model being the coolest or the most expensive or having the most designs. I see
Just
a lot
have
of people
fun.
talk about how like, oh, you know, you need to have a cool model and you need to spend $200 to get anything. It's like
No.
You don't. Some people just have a little picture, like a PNG of a piece of bread off the internet that they put into into like, you know, the PNG
Literally.
tuber app, and then they call it a day, and people like them just because they're nice and honest themselves and they're enjoyable to watch, or they're funny, or they're unique, right? It's people put so much money into this. I've seen people talk about like going into debt. It is so wild. Yeah, like you don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it. Like people,
yeah, just have fun.
Just have fun. Like people, it's kind of like people who say like you have to have the most expensive PC to be best at gaming, or you need this $500 chair or else you can't game. It's the same thing, where it's like that's not what does it. It's about just doing it because it's gonna be fun, right?
No,
There's nothing
literally.
wrong with
And
getting a model or anything like that. Like actually, it's like really neat. It's really fun to get like a cool. Everyone wants to get the cool model. And it's fun, but if you don't have the funds for it, don't feel like you have to scrounge around to find money for it, because it's not necessary. My first model was like the wackiest, like jankiest, ugliest thing. But I streamed like every single day for a month because I just loved it a lot. There was no one in chat. It was just me and my friends talking, and it was good. Also, if you do VC with your friends, see if they want to stream with you. It helps me a lot. Just to like have friends in chat, have friends talk to you, or at least find someone who you know can mod for you and will be consistent.
Yeah, it's really nice to like talk to people. It's very calming, and just having like people, like even just friends in chat who will be like, "What are you drawing?" is really nice. It's great. So like, don't be afraid. Like obviously, like if you know people could be assholes about it, you know, you don't have to tell them. But like if you have friends, you know, be like nice about it. Like don't be afraid to tell them.
Yeah. No, I've had that there for a year. I haven't changed it. I'm forever the birthday boy.
Birthday. Oh my god.
I've not changed it.
Guys, I can't believe it's Nox's birthday every day. I can't believe it's Nox's birthday every day.
It's not my birthday. I'm just a liar.
Right now.
I was saying be truthful and tell the truth when you stream. I am a liar though.
Be truthful and honest with your viewers. It is my birthday. Every day.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that I wish I'd known when I started streaming?
I think that's like the main thing. Just honestly, most of all, have fun. And like YouTube. If you ever have questions if I do something, look it up on YouTube. I swear to God, you'll find everything. I found out. I learned everything I know from YouTube.
Also,
There's so many things.
write down if you do a stream and you're like, wow, all my sounds were really good and leveled out, all my music was leveled out. Just write it all down. I got so sick of readjusting my mic settings that I wrote down every filter, the volume level I had it set, the volume level I had, you know, what's it called? That I had a voice meter set to like my mic settings. I wrote it all down so I don't have to like guess every time and look up a new video.
Yeah.
And it's helped me a lot. My friends like drawing your illustration. That's okay. You'll find some.
Okay. I've met, like, even just starting the stream, like, I've met people just by streaming. I met, like, really nice people where they follow me and I'm like, OMG, hey! And then they stream and they stream pretty hard. And now we are friends.
Yeah.
So, it's, you know, and like, honestly, after, like, some people will also stream because you do. And then some friends who didn't stream now stream. Because streaming's a pretty big thing now. So, like, you might make friends who then start streaming. So you might have streaming friends.
And if you ever,
or just encourage your
if
friends.
If you're ever tired, or you don't want to do it, or you're too like upset or sad, just don't. It's okay.
Yep.
It's totally okay.
You don't gotta.
I disappeared
You don't
for a
owe
month,
anyone anything.
and everyone I think forgave me.
I
think they got over it.
Yeah, I think finding a good balance between like you want to do something weekly, try your best, but like if you want to, but also if you don't. You can stream once, like you can stream randomly, no schedule at all. Do whatever you want.
Whatever
you know,
you want. Just whatever works for you.
Whatever makes you happy.
I think it's like, I don't know. I've definitely talked about it before several times on stream, but like I get asked that with Instagram a lot because I have a lot of Instagram followers and people will be like, you know, what's your tips for Instagram tips for going? And what sucks is that there is things you can, like I could tell you about algorithms and time zones and what exact time streams and what to put in your, what hashtags to use and what keywords and screenshots and all that will get you big. But like I enjoy streaming way more than I enjoy posting on Instagram because I don't think about any of that, you know. I just do it because it's something I enjoy doing and I like sharing my process with people and I like talking to people.
Honestly, I feel like the kind of people that blow up purposely, like through like specific actions, knowing what works on the algorithm purposely, and the people who blew up by like slight effort and most chance are like different people. I find most of the people that I think are really cool and like I was like, wow, how they get so big? Every single time they're like, I literally don't know. I have no idea. So like there are definitely ways, but a lot of the time it's just pure fucking luck.
A lot of it is luck.
Yeah, it's just one day you post something, someone sees it, someone puts it on their story, someone who has 10,000 followers posts it on their story, and then it's just a weird ass chain effect. And sometimes it happens like weeks after you post. I've had a drawing I posted one time, like get like I think like 20 likes, and then like a month later it got like 1,000 in a few days.
Yeah,
and I was like,
it's
happened? Instagram especially has a super weird algorithm. I don't know what happens there.
It is luck, but also like it's luck in that they didn't intentionally post it to blow up. But there are certain types of posts that'll blow up. Like people really like screenshots of Procreate that are done kind of like how I have the stream framed, where you can see a little bit of the side and it's a whip drawing and it, you know, posting at noon and stuff like that. Like it'll work to follow the cloud stuff. Like it will work, but you won't be happy. It's good
work,
for business
like, you
reasons.
have to know
but
if
like
that's what you want.
Yeah, good for business, not for pleasure.
Not for brain. And a lot of times turning it into the kind of audience who will enjoy what you like is hard. Because a lot of people, I find that the people who post that kind of stuff, like the aesthetic stuff, are usually followed by other people who are followed more by people who aren't artists. And then are usually
I talked about this
happy.
before. But like I have a friend who does comics and they're really cute comics, and comics do really well with people who don't draw because it's more consumable and it's more like easier to understand.
Yes, it's more like hashtag.
I'll send your Instagram. What's your Instagram? J Baden.
I just hi. I am.
And then also they're on Twitter.
I do, and I'm on Twitch. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know this will blow up, and then the thing becomes what you're known for. I did have that kind of thing Or like it didn't really push on because I didn't really push for it. But like there are some things like I've posted like a thing before. I was like, this is gonna do well, and I know it, and then it did.
And it did.
But I didn't
Welcome
really
back.
care to push it
Also,
because
see you in a
sometimes
bit.
you just don't want to.
Yeah, also send their
So thank you.
their Twitter. Oh yeah, but like art that blows up is usually because it talks about. Is about what you are talking about? It's like art that blows up usually blows up because it's being seen by people who something is appealing about it to people who don't draw. Because like
Yeah.
artists can see a drawing and know that that took 6 hours, and they can really appreciate like, oh shit, that texture is really hard to get, or that those the lines are incredible. You know, like artists will recognize really good line art, but people who don't draw will go crazy over a whip. You know, and
yeah, people who
yes,
don't
it does
draw,
look
there's
cool.
specific stuff they like.
It looks cool to see a sketch. It looks cool to see something half colored, but that because of that,
But
the
also
comments
has to
you'll
be a
get will be
specific
super
kind of sketch.
Yeah, the
like it
comments
has
will
to be
be
like
insensitive.
slightly messy but clean, but it can't be a completely messy sketch because then it's too messy for them. There's like there's a specific in between. It's like you can definitely cater to non-artists, but for me personally, like that is not something I'd enjoy long term.
Yeah.
Just because I know that it would just not be as fun.
Like I think a really clear example of like art catering to audience is how like a lot of my audience is queer, queer and or trans. So it's like yeah, because I make gay shit and I talk about gay shit, and I've been able to build kind of a safe space for myself like that. But
yeah,
if you're not making stuff purposely like that, you can end up in an audience that is not open-minded or don't understand what they're doing, or they'll comment, draw this fanart next, and you're like, oh god, you know.
please stop. Yeah, it's definitely a constant effort to like cure an audience you enjoy, because you know there's the big wide internet. Anyone can find your things, but definitely how you present yourself can affect who latches onto your work.
Does this look better with the double eyelid or without it?
I'm waiting for stream to catch up. I watch intently.
Oh wait, 10 seconds.
Either? I don't know. I feel like I always like extra lines just because more space covered, but I think that either looks nice.
For now, I hate it already.
Head will be exploded.
Every time someone asks about art advice, I always go on a tangent about the like least useful thing I could say.
No, and I think that's great. I'll enjoy it. But like it's useful. It's just a different thing. I feel like when I talk about art advice, I would always rather talk about like the social, emotional aspects than like the physical
no one talks about it. No one teaches it.
Yeah, it's weird. Even though it's so big.
You're pointing out Justin, you don't know how to draw. Open Pinterest. If you want, I can look at Pinterest and I'll click the first cool picture I see and I'll send it.
Pinterest has so many silly, goofy, good things.
It's not letting me open Pinterest. Hold on.
I love making huge boards. I have so many boards full of things.
My favorite. No boards. I rely on explore page alone.
I have like a bunch of crochet stuff saved because there's a million different crochet things I want to make. And then I have like poses and pretty clothes, and I have this whole one of just really cool shoes, like super fucking cool shoes, like shoes that have like big decals on them and patterns.
You sent me some of them before. What kind of stuff do you like to draw, by the way? Exrota? Is that how I refer to you? Do you have a certain way you like to be referred? But, what kind of stuff do you like to draw? Because I got a Pinterest page of stuff. If you want me to send something. I have to wait for stream delay.
I love stream delay.
When I want to draw something and I don't know what, I look at old drawings, cringe, and decide I can do better. And then don't.
The amount of redraws I have in my thing I haven't finished just because I'm like, I'm lazy.
I can't do redraw stuff because like, if I look at my old art for too long, I'll absorb it and I'll be like, oh, that's how I draw right now. And then I'll get like, I'll feel bad.
No.
Yeah, I'll feel bad. I'm gonna refresh my Pinterest and the first cool thing I see I'm sending. Wait.
I'm gonna send my pretty shoe board in.
These are all kind of boring. Pinterest! Pull yourself together!
Pinterest! Fix yourself! I always enjoy making characters out of
This one is
bugs.
Hello Kitty in it.
I kids.
This is Hello Kitty. And it's kind of a perspective thing. If you want to try.
God, I need to do more perspective. It's flashbacks.
Every 1 second. I don't know. I just get a random reference come on my feed. Same.
So true.
Ooh, shoes.
I love all these.
Oh wait, this is cute too. Here.
I want the tennis shoes with the stars. I have an illustration idea. I'm sketching out and drawing the amount of roses. Oh god, Godspeed.
I love drawings with tiny details, which I think is obvious, but I hate sketching them in the beginning. I like adding them later on because it's like, ooh, another thing. But when I sketch it, I just like, I lose motivation.
Like, this takes so long.
Same thing with these. Hell yeah.
Me with Nina. Revert back to the drawing the same through C's. I support that. OCs are fun. I haven't been super into my OCs recently, but I still love them.
I really like designing characters. Something very soothing about it.
I love designing them. I'm horrible at using them.
Yeah, I think I never want to lose them. I have a big like note in my notes app of just like every OC because I'm worried about losing one.
Lost to the winds of time.
I'm adding beauty marks because I do that to every person I draw.
I love how you do that. It's such a like, I like the little circles and stuff you do in like skin. It adds a really good amount of texture.
Yeah, people are talking about how much they like it on the repost I did of that old drawing. It made me sad because I don't go as hard on textures I used to back then. I might. I think just my art has changed. I draw bigger these days also, so like to add that much details. Add details easier when something's small because it's less ground to cover. Literally, my OCs. You can see the progression of my art just with the kind of fashion my characters wear. Because I've been taking some hard turns these days.
It is funny to see my like how like Elizabeth, my own character, started. She was so like lo-fi aesthetic. Like oh god.
Well, 20 minutes till my friend debuts. I'm probably not gonna raid her the second she starts streaming. Maybe like a few minutes in, like 10, 15. I don't know how long she's gonna stream. I should probably ask her.
It's a good question.
So I don't raid her at like the very end of stream on accident.
She's like, okay guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Oh, raid from Nico.
Oh, I don't know where to text her. Instagram, Discord.
Getting a raid when you're ending is like the most awkward thing ever because it's like, do I just keep streaming? Do I just end? What do I do?
You should redesign the show more skin. Same.
Oh, same.
Me
oh my
too.
god. Real, actually.
They're getting
I'm
sluttier.
like, they can crop top as a treat. As a treat. I mean, when I was younger, I was so like, why would OC ever have skin? And now I'm like,
this recent character I did. If I can find it, clip studio.
From androgynous edgelord to why not?
Oh my god. Like
I
clothes
love
like
that.
this that are all like that are just strings and ruffles and shit.
Okay, but
really
I love
like
the outfits you've been making. Like, they're so fucking
Once
good.
I learned how to draw weird hats, I've gone crazy.
I need to draw. My characters are hatless. I need more hats in my art.
You do it once, you never go back because you forget how to draw the top of heads. I've forgotten how to make a nice silhouette without it having a stupid hat or a scarf.
You need silly hat.
You need it.
Oh, I was looking through your Instagram and I found this, I think one of my favorite characters you've made. It was off the emojis. It's like that bear mushroom spore guy.
Oh, yeah.
That one's so silly. I remember you posting that and being like, this bangs.
I still think, I still like Jang, the cow one I did.
Is that the
wait? These boobs get bigger. It's the one that my V2 model's based off of. Because
yeah, the one I did for Art Fight.
Yeah,
that drawing I did for Art Fight is still one of my favorite drawings.
It's
the power
so
you put
cute.
in that. I love
so
that.
Cute. You went crazy with Art Fight.
I That was the year before this one even, and it's crazy that I still like a drawing that's so little. But this art fight, yes, I did go insane. I drew for 12 hours straight.
You become a different person in art fights.
I drew for 12 hours straight. I probably almost gave myself carpal tunnel. It was. I stand by it though. I revenged everyone. I was determined.
I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh, here's a Nico secret. Every character design I've done is the same thing. So like, characters. If I go to design something, I will base it off of whatever I just drew last that I liked. So like, when I was working on this model, right? Like, I was making a new outfit for this model. This is based off of this OC that I did because I like the outfit I used, or like these little crosses and scars and stuff like that. That's because I drew it with Nina. So now every angel OC I do has a tail. Every angel OC has, like, I draw crosses or cross imagery on nearly all my OCs. Not for any lore reason. It's just because I forget I've done it already and I like doing it again.
They are so perfect.
Septum piercings. I keep putting a septum piercing on everyone. And I forget who has it.
They're big septum piercing enjoyers, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't believe in things being sacred. I think you should do it over and over and over again if you think it's fun.
I support that. Oh, I just found art of Edward. Edward!
Oh, I need to do an updated Edward design or something.
I love Edward. I need to... Cog needs a more fun outfit. I need to give Cog a more silly outfit. I want more silly outfits. My OCs need...
I don't think gnomes have tails, but I do think Edward should have a tail.
But Edward should. I think every D&D race gets a tail because I say so and they're fun to draw.
Tails are so fun to draw.
They're the best. They have good... I give everyone a tail. Everyone gets a tail because I think tails are superior.
I think it's just so fun to have a character who looks totally normal and then they have a tail. Or like
exactly.
ears, just something. Or fangs.
Hazel. She's completely normal, but she has a tail because she can.
Give my OC's dramatic makeup looks there. Yeah.
I need to
makeup. Making OCs based around like makeup looks, stuff like that is so fun. I haven't started doing it till recently, like giving my OCs eyeliner and stuff, but it is so, it's soothing to the soul.
I definitely want to do that more because like I was like, oh, it just feels so boring. And I'm like, then add more.
Rat does it dummy. A lot. I think Rat's the reason I started doing it more.
Rat's crazy. Rat is so good. Rat's so good. Literally, so I feel insane looking at their art. I'm like,
should have top fang like this.
Yeah. Every character gets fangs as a treat.
All my characters got fangs. All my characters got stretch mark. All my characters got random cross somewhere. Christian imagery. Despite me not going to church in 10 years.
Real, so real. There's something therapeutic about it. It's like, this is mine now. It's my silly symbol. It has no other meaning. It's mine.
Like, oh, one thing I started doing a lot recently, or yeah, pretty recently. I still do it a lot though. Like every character I draw, no matter who it is, if I am drawing their skin, I put blush at the edges of their eyes. It's kind of how I do my makeup in real life. So like, places I put blush, like, you know, cheek, and then I do a lot right here in the corner of their eye.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
But I want to draw something pretty now.
I love art. Oh wait.
I love art.
I already said to text me. Hi, welcome back. Talk about OCs.
About OCs. I love OCs. I want to draw one of my OCs in a silly outfit. I'm gonna go on Pinterest. If Pinterest got money from me using their things, they'd be so rich. They'd have so much money. I want to draw something bug related.
I've been listening. Oh wait, there you go. My featured model is gonna incorporate dramatic eyeshadow. Yeah, and you can even make the eyeshadow glitter if you want to. It's not that hard to do. You just have to do one parameter where it's like it not being on screen, then it being on screen, and then when you turn, it'll be visible and it'll look like a shine.
Miles, that sounds so cool.
Ooh,
love that.
That sounds sick as hell.
God. I need Pinterest to stop showing me like cool haircuts that are styled because every time I see one of those haircuts, I'm like, I want it, but I refuse to style my hair. I'm so lazy.
I
I
love my
will not.
haircut so much. I wish it wasn't so dead. Every time I wash it, like after wash days, it looks disgusting because it's so frizzed and like not even like
Oh.
big hair, but just like it's dead. Like you can tell
Mhm.
it's dead. Looking at it, it's
Oh.
humiliating. But
I need new haircut. I'm bored. Mine is long and boring now.
I should do my haircut. My
I
weird
see
bowl cut mullet
my
thing.
haircut now. I've been so tempted to get like a mullet or jellyfish cut. I'm like, but my hair's so flat, and I hate styling it. I will never. I'm so
I
lazy.
think just my favorite thing about my hair is it's so easy to draw because you just that's it. I look like a cartoon.
Me
I think
with
everyone
my
should
when
have
I
a
had my
mullet at least once.
shorter hair. Keep finding cool shoes. Just my Pinterest is slowly being taken over by pretty shoes. Keep liking them. I'm like shoes.
Haircut, so boy. Cut it yourself. That's what I did when I was like,
God,
you're
I'm
like
so
13, right?
close to
When I was
it.
13, I started
But
cutting my own hair.
I would fuck it up so bad. It'd be so bad.
I haven't been to someone to get my haircut forever. Oh wait, you're not 13, you're 14. Am I getting it right? Is that Sorelta 13? Is that what it is? I'm forgetting. But anyways, cut your own hair.
Knox said, I will be a bad influence.
Your mom will hate me for saying this, but just try it once. See what happens.
As a treat.
If you'll get you in trouble, don't do it, but... Or if it gets you in trouble, don't blame me, at least.
I wouldn't get in trouble, like, but also I'm so worried I'd mess it up so bad. I cut my own bangs and they end up I literally just found your art on Pinterest.
I live there.
On my main feed.
I live there.
But it's from your Twitter. It's linked your
Oh,
Twitter.
it's linked. Yeah, usually they're linked. I don't think we're
Oh my god. So many comments.
Isn't it scary? Isn't it so scary that they comment on Pinterest?
No, it's
like,
so,
how do you guys know me? And they know me by
terrifying.
name. And they know me by name on Pinterest.
It's
comment.
like, it's so strange seeing just like, oh, I know this person, and oh wow, people are saying so
they
many
know
more.
me. It's so weird. Ooh, red hair.
Ooh, I want to. I said this already to you, but I want to do like a stripe of pink in my bangs, but I'm worried that I can't pull it off.
It's really easy. I did the green stripe was really easy.
Mm-hmm.
that's my logic. I cut myself red when I was like 6, 7, and I did good. Then my mom brought me to hairdressers. They fucked it up.
No.
I literally don't trust hairdressers because they don't cut hair in a you know a homosexual manner. They always cut hair. They try to make me look like a Ellen or something, and so I stopped going to them. And they'll be like, I want my bangs like straight across, blunt cut above my eyebrows, and they're like, are you sure that's really short? And I'm like, yeah, because I know it'll grow out well. It'll look bad for a week, and then it looks fine.
That's so true. No, that's how when I cut my own. It looks so bad when it grows out, and I'm like, yes.
Oh god. Actually, that is a common punishment, isn't it, though?
There's been multiple times where I was like, because I used to have a side shave and it looked so bad on me, but I really wanted it to work, so I did 2 separate times. But so I have a buzzer, and the amount of times I've been like, I could just shave my head. I just do it.
I've gone really close to it. I've cut. I've used like scissors to get like a really close cut on my by my sideburns, but I'm too lazy to use the buzz. Mostly because the one that we have gets used on the dog.
Oh no!
And my dad's like, "Do you want it? I give you Max's." And I'm like, "No, it's okay. Thanks,
good. Though." No, I put it in the wrong board. This is horrible.
I don't want to give him a mouth.
The wrong board is like fine. This is so sad. That's a terrifying bag. I just came across a bag on Pinterest that's like a little demon with a handle. I don't know how to feel about this.
Hey, bangs are mom problem. If you start with do you already have bangs? Because you just trim your bangs. It'll be fine. I shaved my head before. Only time back is I got sunburn on my head. Oh, sunburn. I've only gotten sunburned once, and it literally made me like scab and bleed with how bad it was.
Ow.
It was like backs of my ears, the last place I expected to put sunscreen.
Oh, Jesus. It's like, it'll be fine.
So
it
weird.
wasn't fine.
My grandma got so mad at me when I cut my hair short for the first time. She like didn't talk to me when I came home. She's like,
oh my
would not talk to
God.
me. Like, cause I got cut as a bob at first, and she's like, oh my God, so cute. And I got cut shorter, kind of like a bowl cut. And then she was just like, you know what's even weirder? Her hair is short. Her hair is like a bowl cut. It's like an Ellen DeGeneres short haircut. And yet she was like mad at me about it. I don't know. Maybe she was just like thought my hair was pretty or jealous or something. I don't know. I feel like a lot of old people, their hatred with young people doing fun things is just kind of rooted in jealousy a little bit. Like this kind of envy. It's sad.
I couldn't do it, so you can't.
She found out years later. Wait, that's scary.
What? What?
Does your mom work? Is your mom a detective?
She was like, wait a minute.
She's like piecing together like red yarn on the wall. Like, wait.
I knew something was wrong. Luckily, my mom literally went to esthetician school and has been dyeing her hair red for like a decade. So like, she's chill as long as like don't like do anything too dumb.
Those are so weird. So weird. It's just hair.
So strange.
It grows back.
I've had other adults be weird about me cutting my hair.
What your hair looks like when you're a kid, anyways. Like.
Yeah. Adults are strange. Bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. My neck is killing me, and I keep slouching, and I'm like, why does my neck hurt, Jay?
Me too. I wake up, I get up, and my back's like...
Oh God, that's the word. I do like a little stretch, and I'm like, oh God.
She was just like, oh, did you cut your hair? And I told her, we'll have a mask.
Oh
You
no.
finally caught me. Here's gonna be one of those drawings where I'm like, because when I draw faces, it's either that I will save it, I'll be able to fix it at the end, or after when I go to color it, it'll either turn out really good or it'll just get really bad suddenly, and I never know, never know when that's gonna happen. So I'm worried that this drawing is gonna fall apart on me. But oh well.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Oh, piercings, call me. My dad doesn't care about piercings at all. He'll literally, I'll text him, I'll be like, do you know where like the rubbing alcohol is? 'Cause I'm trying to like clean stuff. He'll be like, are you doing other piercing right now? Because I do it myself. I was like,
God.
no, I'm just fixing one.
Wait, what piercings have you done yourself?
I've done 4 ear piercings myself now.
Oh my God.
Just like lobe ones. I don't have a lot of ear
Why
piercings.
do I have a pattern of being friends with people who do their own piercings?
I still have like 95 needles if you ever want a piercing. It even has a clamp for a septum, which I might do myself, but I'm worried I'll miss it. It hurts, but I don't really care. Like, they don't hurt that bad. I just numb it with ice, which you're probably not supposed to do. That's fine. Thank you for a follow.
That's what my friends did when they did theirs.
Yeah. I don't use like the piercing guns. I just use the needles because the guns kind of they don't hurt more, but they're like
and more... aren't they supposed to be bad because they tear through the skin more? Yeah,
like a piercing needle is, you know, it's a needle, it just pierces, literally. But with a gun, it is impact that pierces it.
Yeah.
I have to pierce my ears weird because I'm piercing my ear too low and it got... Ow!
Oh,
ow!
No!
That's like my nightmare. I'm scared I would get an infection. Ear piercing, like earlobe piercing infections are super common and they're rarely, like, worst case, it'll like smell weird and then you might have to take out the piercing for like a couple weeks and then you just get it re-pierced. But like they're not...
As someone who re-stabbed like, through my earring holes because they closed up and I just... I was 12 and full of spite, and I just shoved an earring through there and basically pierced it. It's usually fine. If
It's
it
usually
hurts, just,
fine.
like, take it out, let it rest, fix it later.
Yeah, like the worst, like infection I ever got was when I was a kid, and that was just like, I just had to take out the piercing, let it heal over, let it work itself out, clean it, take care of it, and then I just got pierced again. It didn't hurt at all though. I guess it wouldn't if you were like busy fighting and it was so fast.
That's true.
Lip piercings are so cool. I wanted a smiley piercing for a long
Oh.
time, but they're bad in your teeth. There's a lot of piercings I want that are kind
Oh.
of temporary and like not really good for you.
Yeah, I love the idea of a septum. I think it fit my face so well, but my nose is constantly runny, and I have such a habit of like rubbing my nose. I would mess up my nose so bad, so I just can't. But I love the idea.
My dad's gonna ask me what I want for my birthday. I might just ask for a septum piercing.
Yeah.
After your first few piercings, it's like not scary. It's totally fine.
I already
Oh, you have 4 for now? Are those just lobe ones?
A tattoo.
They're just on the lobe?
Here's my whole ear.
I want to get a helix and like a conch. I have a bad memory from having earrings.
It's understandable.
Was that the bottom of ear so it's gonna... Ah.
Ooh,
Maybe
wow.
maybe it was a blessing in disguise. You don't have to have that whack piercing anymore. On the whole ear. Oh. To be honest, I'm a little scared of getting my helix pierced just because it makes like a gross sound when you pierce cartilage.
Oh. I just want to get a tattoo, and I'm actually probably going to, because my mom's friend was like, yeah, I'll do a tattoo. But now I have to actually...
Everyone I know just has access to tattoo people. When is it my turn?
Yeah. My mom's friend is an apprentice, so... I have access to people who tattoo. But I'm so scared, because I was like, oh, I really want to do it. And I realized that I'm gonna have this thing forever, but I want to get a bug, because I can, because who could stop me?
Yeah. My mom brought me to a doctor to say they fix a plastic surgery.
What?
That's so much work. You just have a cool ear now. That's so much work. Meow, meow, meow. I don't know what to work on next. Oh. What layer? Wait. Oh?
That sucks.
What happened? It was winter and I was sliding, it was dark. I just crashed. It punched it. Wah! Wah! Punched.
The punch. Big punch.
Did it hurt? Or are you okay?
Me one, when you, one.
Jerema's live. Slime Rancher 2.
I just got the notification too.
I'm waiting for him to play Breath of the Wild again. The VODs were like so soothing. I really like how he's been playing it. He just like, he doesn't listen to chat at all. And he solves puzzles in ways I've never seen them solved. It's nice. It's nice to see someone appreciate the game.
No, I didn't.
Are you sick, Guts? No. Is it just like a cold?
I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. So groovy. A funky beat. I wanna put I want to make this more than just a redraw. I want to add a personal Nico touch. Wow, that was hard to say.
The Nico
I had to
vibe.
fight to say that. When I start streams by myself, I don't know why, but it's a lot harder for me to talk. Like, even when people join the call, I don't know what happens to me. I'm not sure. Because I can sit and talk to myself in my room, and I'll talk normal. But for some reason, streaming by myself, it becomes a lot harder for me to speak.
For me, I have trouble on calls sometimes just because my brain is like, people in chat, people in call, 2 groups. Ah!
It's a cold mirror and Snick. Oh. Snick? Sick. Ow. In my country, they say Santinho when someone sneezes. I think it's a funny word to say.
Funny, silly word.
This is MBTI. I think mine is. I think
I
IN.
no idea.
INF. IN. One of them IN ones. Something.
I took like the test and I get like something different every time, and I had someone whose like mom specializes in them tell me that like I could be like 4 different ones.
Not FJ. I think there was a P somewhere.
I'm
I don't
just
remember how the letters
too
go.
quirky.
Too silly.
I'm too silly and goofy.
Honestly, I took that a while ago now when I was a lot more anxious of a person. So I think I took it now. It changed a bit.
My anxiety, like,
I think FP.
it's like a little wave. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down.
I think I used to be a lot more anxious in general, and now it's just specific things. Like, going to restaurants when I'm unprepared. I have to be ready to go into a restaurant to order food or to be just around people. Like, getting in a car does not mean I'm gonna go be in a social setting, right?
Yes.
But if I'm ready to, it's like, I'll go up, I'll go in the back, I'll start cooking my own meal, I'll talk to the chefs, you know, I don't care. But if I'm not ready...
No, that
I think I
makes
took the
sense.
16 personality one. It's not good, that's the only one I know. I'll take another one if you find it. I'll take it right now.
One is, it just makes everyone INFP for some reason.
Ah.
But there's other ones that are better to take, but they're long. And I hate those tests because they're always so situational, and the reason I struggle with them is because it's like every question they ask is situational for me, and my answer would very much depend on the situation, but that's not an option, so I just sit there and go, but
I'd be fine taking another one on stream. If you guys find one. I'll just have to speed through it though.
Go time.
And a really good test. Better be.
Better be.
I better be given the best.
My gosh, guys, let's find out our personalities live on stream.
Yeah, I used to get some nervous presentations, and generally, like, I kind of like them. Like, I don't know, they don't freak me out. I know the classmates. Like, I don't do them anymore, of course. But when I did do them, I was like, I know the classmates. I know the people I'm talking to. I know I can talk. I know I can like talk about a subject and be entertaining. So like, I don't get as freaked out. When I was a kid, I would just rely.
If I started streaming, it would be a lot easier for me now, just because I'm more used to that talking and flow.
Yeah. Oh no, Erisa did not put the link to the Twitch in the Go Live.
Oh, second internet functions. I think I've heard of that one.
Ooh, I'll take this right now.
The quick speed run.
When I was a kid, I would just rely on making sure I made people laugh at one point.
Oh god, this one, I'm having flashbacks. It's so long.
How many questions are there?
96.
Okay.
96.
Speed.
Okay, run. I can't read. I'm trying to read, but I can't. Huh?
You often use metaphors to communicate new ideas. I only use metaphors and weird ones.
No, I'm like, me already stuck on the first question. I'm like,
I have a better one than that one. Oh, so many. There's a hierarchy of tests.
There's a hierarchy of tests.
I'm probably not gonna take this test because it's long.
Too long.
Yup. Nope.
Who?
Yes.
These things, it's so situational. It's so situational. It makes me want to
Right.
fight God.
I never knew how to make people laugh something who was sarcastic is dry humor. Many times people took me as an asshole. That's tough. I think, yeah, that one's hard. Cause it's like, no, I'm trying to make you guys laugh. I don't mean I don't mean to be rude. I've just strayed from. I used to be a lot more sarcastic. I've kind of strayed away from it now because that was the problem. I was worried that like I was upsetting people.
Yeah. It's hard. I don't get like my sarcasm. I'm just very the same tone. I don't really inflect my tone when I do sarcasm. So everyone doesn't know I'm doing sarcasm, and then I don't know when other people are doing sarcasm. So we just sit there like pointing at each other like,
I'm attracted to symbolism and the unknown.
what does that mean?
What that means?
What does that mean?
Rather sugarcoat a problem than upset someone. I love upsetting people.
I love it. No, I
No.
cry. If someone said they were something, I'd cry.
Sugarcoating's so tiring.
I strive to be there someday.
You have enough knowledge about MBTI to type myself. That's cool. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know. I've really been appreciating tone tags, like how that's become a more popular thing.
I love tone tags.
It's nice.
Oh
Like,
God.
not even just like I think I'm pretty okay at reading tone, but I'm not very good at communicating it because I don't know, without like over emoting, I don't know how to communicate tone properly. Or without like over spelling it out, like talking a lot. And it's on like Twitter. I don't want to type a whole paragraph explaining what I meant, you know. So it's nice to have something. Ooh. What is like the whole thing about MBTI? Like, what did it originate from? I guess like what is it a scientific kind of thing that people do, or is it like is it used to like study people, or is it just kind of like an online like cool thing, a different way to say introvert extrovert? I don't really understand it much at all.
I know the first letters are introvert extrovert,
Mm-mm.
or introverted extrovert, whatever it is. I forgot what the other ones are though. I knew more at one point when I was like doing them, and then I kept getting different ones, so I just stopped because I was like, none of these make sense.
You were drawn to the new, novel, and original. Excellent problem solver.
See, because I feel like that's so objective. How do I know I'm excellent? What are you comparing me to? What is the excellent?
Like, I can't analyze things, so it has to be certain thing. No idea. I'm at 30.
Like this one, like you have trouble communicating with those who not think like you. In what way? Are they racist, or do they just think differently in like a logical way?
What kind of new?
Like it's so like it's like every single test like that, whether it's like personality, mental stuff, all of them, I hate.
It's a study of personality. Oh, thank you. That makes sense.
You say so many words. You exude charisma. No.
Well, you're so ahead of me. I got distracted.
I'm not. The questions are mixed. I'm only at 24. Oh, enneagrams. I've heard about that too. I forgot what I am. I think, am I 9? It was something. 9 something, maybe. Forgot. It's another test. I took it because of those songs those one people made. That there's one for each enneagram, or maybe it was 8. I forgot it was. It was the one where it's like, you fit everything, and I was like, thanks. That really helps.
Wow. Enneagrams.
Enneagram.
Oh, they're saying new words.
New words. They're trying out new ones.
I do appreciate the finer things in life. The arts.
Maybe it was N8. Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know. I think I'm likable.
Yeah, that's like, it's so like, Am I I don't really know
Like, I'm
if.
not like, you know, dazzling man in the room, but I think if people talk to me, they don't hate me.
Yeah, I think if people talk to me, they might think I'm neat, but it depends
I
on
have a
who. Some
resting bitch
people, when I
face,
talk to
though.
them, they think I'm insane. They're like, "What?
Yeah.
I say silly goofy, and they're like, "What?"
Am I fake or manipulative? I don't think so.
That
Am
that's
I
like, I
blunt and
hope
straight?
not.
Blunt and straight, it just depends who I'm talking to.
That too. It's so
Like, if
very
I'm tired with someone, I'll be more
situational.
blunt.
That's why I hate these quizzes because it's like, well, what context in this are you asking the question?
Live in the present? Nope.
No.
Stuck in my ways? Nope. Stubborn? Sometimes. Not really, though. Well, I don't know. It depends. Absorb information faster without additional processing. Nope. Late present experience back to yes. Be aware of your surroundings.
You easily recognize
Nope.
internal body sensations and act as your body's needs. No, I forget to eat for hours.
Literally. I'll wake up, be like, I need to pee, and then like 6 hours will pass.
No, real. I'm like, why does my head hurt? And I haven't drinking any water, and I
Express yourself
don't.
honestly and authentically. I'm transgender, I can't. I pride myself in my uniqueness? No.
Pride myself in how
basic.
unique I
Are you
am.
kidding me? Excellent sense of direction. Hell no.
Oh, no.
So value and details by experience, I guess. So you would question anything? I would question anything if I wanted to.
I question everything.
don't-
I question this test.
You can say things that are random, say no. Hesitant to strictly conform to social rules. Yes. Multiple different ideas I consider. Yeah. I like to organize things for pleasure. Yes, but I won't do if it's. I like to organize them for fun. Like if I'm walking around a room, I'll start organize things, but my own room I won't.
Yeah, I'll do it for other people.
Like if I'm sitting at a dining table and there's nothing to do, I'll just start like organizing shit. But if I'm in my own room,
Yeah.
nothing is happening. Whatever it takes to win a debate, no. Organizing details in front of you to match the most. Yeah. Practical, realistic? No. Unnerved by uncertainty and the unknown. Yeah. Arriving at truth is more important than winning an argument. I guess so. Yeah. Strong sense of unity. Communicate with others in a group. I don't care. Meddling or controlling? Nope. Jay, do you think I'm meddling or controlling?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you meddle in the way of like a silly, goofy little guy, but not meddle in the way of like
I'm like, ooh,
manipulation.
meddling!
You meddle in the way of like, hee, let's watch a silly cartoon.
Great amount of trust in the world.
No.
Manipulate conversations reading other body language? Kind. Manipulate's a weird word, but I can read body language.
It's hard because manipulative, it's like, I'm not manipulating people, but I can tell.
I just know they're uncomfortable, so we're gonna talk about something else, yeah.
If someone's very inward, then yeah, I can
There's
tell.
no manipulating a conversation unless you're like gaslighting
unless,
someone.
yeah,
Normal,
unless you're
that's
being
just,
like,
yeah, what's the
you
context?
seem quite nervous.
By manipulate, you just mean you change the subject. Explore things in depth for the sake of exploring them in depth. I love Wikipedia.
I
What kind of test you have the time for your board? Ooh, I will save it for later. You consider yourself an organized person? No. Awkward and aimless during leisure time? Yes. Work through problems with others? No. Living in your dreams to living in the world? Yes. One of the only truly nice people left in this world.
I hate that question. It's like, no, not at all. If I was the only nice person, I wouldn't be nice. There would be other nice people to make me nice.
Social harmony and God, a way to maintain it. No. I will ruin entire friend groups if someone's being mean. I don't care. I don't give a shit about that. Like people who are like people who will leave someone who's like toxic or like evil in a friend group because they want everyone else to be at peace. I don't get that.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Constantly set yourself on goals. I do set them, but I don't do them. Feel as though your insights often go misunderstood. No. You can sense me using your data to no. I'm 6 years old.
You start many different projects, but you
I
finish
cannot be
2.
older than 6.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. There we go.
You're
clicking the
not
wrong
allowed
button.
to.
I'm a real boy. I don't know what I identify most with. Okay, do I have to answer? What enneagram type? Guys, what enneagram type would I be? I also been getting a lot of Diana content. Like, a lot. I'm getting, like, Instagram edits. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I've gotten a
Velocity
lot.
edits. Unsure. Oh, there's an unsure button. Never mind. You guys don't say anything. Submit results.
I'm on 68.
INTP, ENTP. Wait, what's a Grant function and a Myers function? What's the difference?
No.
Does anyone know? Because Grant function says ENTP, but Myers function says INTP. I don't know what these words mean. I'm more ENTP than INTP. I took some NyQuil, so hopefully I get knocked out for the brain. I have my nose. Oh, I hope you get well. Okay, we're gonna go for 17 minutes. We're gonna go for 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna raid my friend. And I don't know. I'm not gonna stream again today because I need to do things. I want to, but I need to do things. I'll see you tomorrow. I think the bottom one is the main one. ENTP. The day it was in the news, like an hour before I was in art school, and the man there, Mario, he fucking said, "The queen's old, she's gonna die soon." And then we're all like, "No, she's immortal."
She's immortal.
I still think the Reagan poll happening, the Reagan Sands thing happening hours before.
Oh my god, that was so
fucking crazy. Oh my god. Do I think I'm more, genuinely, I think I'm more introverted. Not that I like, I like, what's the word? I understand how to talk to people, but it's just, I just enjoy doing things on my own more. I enjoy being on my own.
Yeah.
I think I've been described as scary until people talk to me, just because I don't interact with people. I'm like, NPC, that's what it is. I don't start conversations.
I've been told I physically can't be scary before.
I remember. NTP, that sounds right.
Last question. Oh my god, thank god I'm done.
I love INTPs. My online bestie is INTP. Ooh, was it fun to draw? Did you enjoy it?
I'm an ENTP, but I don't feel very E.
Don't feel very E.
But I am the NTP.
INTPs are kind of cool. Oh hell yeah!
Wait, are we both NTPs?
I think so.
Wow.
That'd be funny if I was like INTP and you guys were like, "Oh, you're a fucking INTP loser." Ew.
I fucking hate INTPs. I hate you guys.
It's so funny
Never
if you're just
again. You're both NTPs. Die.
Ew, lame. Every INTP I've known has been a bitch.
I hate you guys.
That's like how I feel about
the same one.
That's
It
how I
doesn't
feel
make
about
sense though.
videos.
I feel like we have similar vibe, but different.
I literally know nothing about astrology. All I've known is that every male Leo I've ever seen in like celebrity male Leo or popular male Leo has turned out to be an asshole. So
No,
that's my only opinion. I want to show it later. You can if you want. If you like post it somewhere and want to link it.
Yeah. Love seeing people's art.
Yeah. My friend is an INFJ. We are INTJ and INFJ duo. Nice.
Oh.
That was so hard for me to read. That's hard for me today.
Lots of letters. We're so cool. OMG.
I'm only a little cool, but so cool.
So cool. Extra cool on top of the cool.
Extra radical.
Radical. My phone is at 3%.
Oh, new. She's like the soft version of me. Aw. There's new Louis Zong Halloween song. Ghost
is?
song. Not yet, but there's going to be.
Oh.
Because
Oh, excited. I love those. They're so silly.
October, I'm either gonna make more art than I've ever made, or I'm not gonna draw the entire month. We're gonna find out.
Real?
No in
I'll
between
be
though.
so predictive, or I will never draw again.
I'm either gonna be making more fan art than I've ever done, or nothing. You will not hear from me.
Nothing
I'll make one
at
story
all.
on my birthday and I'll be gone.
God, I'd leave the internet forever.
I'm like, do you guys remember Nico? No. I'm so excited.
No.
Not even just Halloween. There's so many shows coming out. There's so much like manga and shows and
Yeah,
like
there's a lot happening.
movies and all this fun.
Also,
And I'm
what's
going
that
like
one?
I'm going
Is it Jordan Peele,
Homecoming.
that animated one?
Ugh. Yeah. That's Wendell and Wild.
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah, on
Makes
the
sense.
that's on Halloween. That's gonna be like generally the first like I think this Christmas is gonna be a really good Christmas because there's like a lot of video game stuff coming out, like video games and movies. Like, it's gonna be the first like good Christmas for kids, I think, in a while. And then
First good
like
Christmas.
it's gonna be I'm gonna try to go to Mina Mart, which is like a little mini art convention in Dallas, and I'm gonna hang out with Faith if I can, which is gonna be fun because we've never met each other. And then October like 1st, I have the homecoming, and then it's my birthday, and it's my brother's birthday, and it's my brother's fiance's birthday, and then it's Bo's birthday.
Everyone birthday
Literally.
now.
And then after that, at like end of October, we're probably gonna start organizing Secret Santa. So
Oh yeah.
chat.
I love this.
My friend Bo organized a Secret Santa for artists like
Whoa.
3 years
God,
ago.
it's been so long.
3 years ago, and that's how I met Jay. So it's like
Yeah.
a tradition.
Oh God, that's
Aw.
so crazy to think about.
I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween though. If anyone has suggestions, I'm open.
Oh, same. I have no idea. My head too empty.
I don't know. It's like too old to trick or treat and have fun, but too young to like get drunk. So there's nothing really to do these days. And I don't care for like taking pictures. So I hope my friends have some good idea. Maybe we'll just have a party. I don't know. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, there's probably gonna be so many Stranger Things costumes. There's gonna be so many. I hope they all meet up and take pictures together.
The
12 p.m. or 12 a.m.? 12 a.m., right? Like midnight? Midnight for all you guys. you guys can go to bed.
sleep.
Oh, it is time to go. Actually, it's 11 p.m. I love dress up probably, but I don't know what. I have no ideas. I might do Howl if I can scrap together one. No, but I think I'm gonna head off now. 7 a.m. Oh my gosh. Good morning. I'm gonna raid my friend now. Please be very sweet to her, because she's never streamed before. And yeah, just, you guys have been very, very kind to me today. You're very talkative, and I think she'll be nervous. So try and keep the same energy if you guys can, if you're not too tired. No pressure to stay though, like, if you're zonked out. Yeah, I'm gonna raid them, so we're all gonna go. We're all gonna go. I have nothing hauling, so I'm whole ass introverted who has nothing. Spain Halloween's not as big as in America. Oh, yeah. American Halloween is kind of crazy. Alright. Do you have any parting words, Jay?
Stay epic. Go tell someone they're cool.
Yeah, okay.
Be nice
Thank
to
you all.
bugs.
I had a really good time. Like, a lot of really nice chats today. You guys are very sweet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good vibes.
Let's go. Start raid.
Let's go.
Starting
Raid
raid. Starting raid.
Raid time.
Oh, I hope to see you. Ready to raid in 3 seconds.
Have a
2
good
seconds.
one.
1
Enjoy.
second. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
whoop whoop. Oh, their model's cute.